For decades, the conflict between Israel and Palestine has shaped the geopolitics of the Middle East. It's a conflict deeply rooted in history, identity, and territory. But how did it all start? And why does it remain unresolved to this day? In this video, we'll break down the key events that led to one of the world's most enduring conflicts. The land that today includes Israel and Palestine has been contested for millennia. Known historically as Canaan and later Judea, this region is home to some of the most significant sites in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. For centuries, various empires ruled the area: Egyptians, Babylonians, Romans, Byzantines, and Ottomans. By the 16th century, this land fell under the control of the Ottoman Empire. Jews, Christians, and Muslims lived together, though tensions existed. But things took a dramatic turn after World War I. In 1917, as World War I came to a close, the Ottoman Empire crumbled. The British, who took control of the region, issued the Balfour Declaration, signaling support for a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. But this declaration didn't account for the Arab majority living in the land. Over the next few decades, Jewish immigration to the area increased, largely driven by the persecution in Europe. This created tensions with the Arab population, who feared displacement. As the conflict between Jews and Arabs intensified, Britain found it increasingly difficult to manage the situation. After the horrors of the Holocaust, global sympathy for the Jewish people grew. In 1947, the newly formed United Nations proposed a plan to partition the land into two states, one Jewish, one Arab. The Jewish community accepted the plan, but the Arab leaders rejected it. On May 14, 1948, the State of Israel was declared, but the very next day, neighboring Arab countries launched an invasion, leading to the First Arab-Israeli War. By the war's end, Israel had expanded beyond the UN Partition Plan, and hundreds of thousands of Palestinians were displaced. This is known as the Nakba, or catastrophe, in Palestinian memory. The years following Israel's creation saw more wars, including the Six-Day War in 1967, when Israel occupied the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem, areas that Palestinians had hoped would form their future state. Today, these territories remain central to the conflict. Peace efforts have been attempted, including the famous Oslo Accords in the 1990s, where both sides came close to a solution. But deep-rooted mistrust, disagreements over borders, the status of Jerusalem, and the right of return for Palestinian refugees have kept the conflict unresolved. Today, Israel and Palestine remain locked in a cycle of violence and negotiations, with millions of lives affected on both sides. The situation is complex, with no easy solution. It's a conflict shaped by history, religion, and politics, with deep scars that continue to impact the region and the world. Understanding the history of Israel and Palestine is key to grasping why peace has been so elusive. But as we look to the future, one thing remains clear: for lasting peace, compromise, and mutual recognition are essential. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Join us next time as we explore more stories from the past that continue to shape our world today.